Every cup of Nespresso coffee is an invitation to transform your morning routine into a ritual you can treasure each and every day. Using the Virtuo Pup, a simple touch of the button freshly brews bold aromas and a rich, velvety crema layer for delicious cafe-quality coffee at home. Whether you enjoy your coffee hot or over ice, every sip, every morning is unforgettable. Nothing tastes like Nespresso coffee. Visit Nespresso.com or our app to explore our full range of easy-to-use machines and coffees not found anywhere else.
This episode is brought to you by Abercrombie. There's nothing better than the perfect jean and going out top combo, or an outfit that perfectly matches your plans. Abercrombie's relaxed jean goes with every occasion. Date nights with something lace, or daytime with a cozy sweater. And their barrel jean will surprise you. It's the trend that will become a staple in your wardrobe. Abercrombie denim comes in tons of rises, fits, and washes. Find your perfect pair online or in store.
You know what's smart? Enjoying a fresh gourmet meal at home that you didn't have to cook. Meet Factor, your loophole in the laws of mealtime. Chef-crafted meals delivered with a tap, ready in just 2 minutes. You know what's even smarter? Treating yourself without cheating your goals. Factor is dietitian approved, chef prepared, and you plated. Pretty smart, huh? Refresh your routine and eat smart with Factor. Learn more at factormeals.com.
This episode is brought to you by Atlassian. Atlassian makes the team collaboration software that powers enterprise businesses around the world, including over 80% of the Fortune 500. With Atlassian's AI-powered software like Jira, Confluence, and Loom, you'll have more time to do the work that matters. In fact, Atlassian customers experience a 25% reduction in project duration per year. Unleash the potential of your team at Atlassian.com. Atlassian.
Jewelry isn't a gift you give just once. It's a way to remind your loved one of a beautiful moment every time they see it. Blue Nile can help you find the gift that says how you feel and says it beautifully, with expert guidance and a wide assortment of jewelry of the highest quality at the best price. Go to BlueNile.com and experience the convenience of shopping Blue Nile, the original online jeweler since 1999. That's BlueNile.com to find the perfect jewelry gift for any occasion. BlueNile.com.
Drink it in, man.
What is up, Kool-Aid drinkers? It's your boy Okri. It's time to rip open another one of those Detroit Kool-Aid packets. Add some water. Talk about those lines. And I'm excited to do this. We told you we'd give you guys some shorter episodes, more episodes, 15, 30 minutes. Talk about this football team. We know it's the off season. We know most people are taking vacations, saying there's nothing to talk about. But last time I checked, we got free agency, we got the combine, we got the draft, we got OTAs, we got training camp, then we got football back, and then it's time to win the Super Bowl. So I'm coming at you today, and I want to talk about the way too early NFL Lions targets. I'm going to give you 5 today. These aren't my top 5. These aren't the top 5 options in the first round. These aren't, I got to have them. These aren't, I've done a deep dive on these players. These are my way too early set of 5 guys I wanted to throw at you, get on my radar as well so I can do more homework and see if these guys are really people that I want here in Detroit. But let's not mess around. Let's get right into it. So the top guy that I like at this point in the process, I heard so much about him in the Senior Bowl. He's at a position of need. He seems to do everything right. It's a safe pick. It's a longevity type of pick for our offensive line, and that's Gray Zabel, the kid from North Dakota State. Plays guard, can play center, 6'5", 316 pounds. I've seen him late, mid first round. I think if he was happened to be there and the Lions could just stick and pick at 28 and get a kid like this, what a great fit. I know a lot of you out there want Zeitler back. There's a lot of people that love my boy, Christian Mahogany. Just plug and play him at one of the guard spots. We know we have Glasgow in the mix. You got some other players, but man, this guy seems like he would be tremendous. Could play. You don't get Zeitler, you plug Zabel in on the one side, you got Mahogany on the other side, you got Frank in the middle. If Frank gets hurt or ends up moving on, could Zabel play at center? I think he could, based on what I heard at the Senior Bowl, where he was just taking all the reps, winning all the reps, just doing all the right things. So I need to do some more homework on him, but right now I love Gray Zabel from North Dakota State, interior offensive lineman, as my top. Hope we get him. He'll probably go in the top, 20-ish of the first round, but you know how that goes. A few extra quarterbacks, a few crazy trades. Next thing you know, a guy like this is sitting there for you to pick at your selection. The next guy I have on my list is somebody that a lot of people have talked about, and that's Mike Green. Mike Green from Marshall, the edge rusher. He's a little bit smaller, 6'3", 251 when you're talking about pass rushers. I did see a couple interviews from him, and man, he really does say and do the right thing when it comes to just, wanting to get after the quarterback, solid guy, lots of twitchiness, able to just the production. You can just go look, top type producer at Marshall when it comes to getting after the quarterback. It seems like a little bit of a different fit. The Lions have went for more of those big body, play against the run, also crush the pocket type players, whether it be inside or outside. Mike Green to me is much more of a bend the edge, beat you with speed, get around the corner, get after the quarterback. Can't really be that guy that's just tough against the run, but he has some of that to his game. He has a little bit of more toughness on that edge than you would expect, but what we really want is production of sacking quarterbacks, strip fumbles, people that can get around that corner and do some things. So Mike Green's a guy that a lot of people have in the top 15 type range from what I've seen. He, based on his size and the school he went to, could he slip into the the 20s and then maybe into the mid-20s? I think there's at least a possibility. I think a lot of people that are hoping and circling this guy for the Lions are probably going to be disappointed when he goes earlier, but I like the guy, I like the player, I like the position, I like his skill set. I think it's something that could really be something the Lions target, and he could be the BPA at 28, or if they have to jump up a few spots to get a player that is an edge player. I also see the Lions being a very active team when it comes to free agency, trades, when you're talking about edges. If you got Hutch, and I know everyone's like telling my boy Roscoe Z. Smith that he can just ride off into the sunset and this, that, and the other, but I don't see that happening. I see Zadarius Smith here for another season, and then I still see the Lions being aggressive in free agency and trades, trying to bolster that spot with another big-time football player or two mid-tier rushers, along with Hutch and Z. So that's what I see them doing, but keep your eyes on Mike Green throughout the process and know that, yes, he would be a very nice prospect if he was somehow to get into the 20s, mid-20s, or even at 28 where the Lions could scoop him up without having to make any type of trades. I like the guy, I like the player. Third person I have on my list, I've had a few of you guys text me, DM me this, and I'm on board. Obviously I'm go blue all day, every day, but Kenneth Grant from Michigan, he's basically a one-tech. He's 6'3", 242 pounds listed, but I will never forget when he ran down that player from behind, and this dude was moving, man. He's big, he's physical, but he's athletic, man. You can't find people like that. The thing I don't like about Kenneth Grant is he is a one-tech, and we have Aleem, we have DJ Reader. I know DJ Reader's not playing here for a long time, but he is here currently. That's no reason to not draft a player, but there is something to be said with kind of doubling and tripling up that spot. Yes, we don't know too if Aleem, aka Honey Bun, aka Twinkle Toes, aka Plump, is gonna be ready to go. I can't imagine, when he got hurt so late, and if it is just that ACL tear, there's no way I see him being back for camp or beginning part of the season. So adding some more bodies there to get you by is probably going to be a priority for the football team, but Kenneth Grant to me is just one of those dancing bears that when guys are that big, that athletic, you have to consider them, because I guess that's the proponent, the reason I'm still kind of both excited and intrigued by Gio Manu, because of his size and athleticism. Like it's just something that they're betting on and NFL teams bet on, and I've learned to do it too. If you see a guy that's, gosh, how is he so big at 230 plus pounds but can move like that? I want that guy on my football team. I want that guy on my D line. I want that guy on my O line. That's the type of thing that you do have to consider. So Kenneth Grant, to me, he got coached up the right way in college. Everything I've seen, good kid. Kenny G, KG, whatever you want to call him. He could be sitting there at the late first round and just be a guy that you take based on what he brings. You also take based on who you already have, knowing that you can grow him up, you can coach him up, he can help you if guys aren't ready, and then hopefully in a year or two, he's just a big nasty beast along with Aleem that we can just roll out there every game day and just scare the out of opponents and just be that menacing two people in the middle that you just can't run against. They can get pressure on your quarterback. They could do everything they want to do. I think that is very possible, and Kenneth Grant is a possible prospect there again at the bottom first based on what I'm hearing now. And
hey, Fidelity. What's it cost to invest with the Fidelity app?
Start with as little as $1 with no account fees or trade commissions on U.S. stocks and ETFs.
That's music to my ears.
I can only talk.
Investing involves risk, including risk of loss. Zero account fees apply to retail brokerage accounts only. Sell order assessment fee not included. A limited number of ETFs are subject to a transaction-based service fee of $100. See full list at fidelity.com/commissions. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today. I'm told it's super easy to do at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Build a routine with Ollie that supports your wellness needs, like getting your daily vitamins and minerals with Ollie's multi-gummies, or keeping your mood upbeat with all the vitamin D in Hello Happy. Give your gut health some support with probiotics, and wake up feeling refreshed after taking Ollie Sleep. Do wellness on your terms. Find Ollie at a Walmart or Target near you or at ollie.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
I think I just won my taxes.
Yeah?
I just switched to H&R Block in about 1 minute. All I had to do was drag and drop last year's return into H&R Block, and bam, my information is automatically there.
So I don't have to go digging around for all my old papers to switch?
Nope.
Sounds like we just leveled up our tax game.
Switching to H&R Block is easy. Just drag and drop your last return. It's better with Block.
I'm not trying to do all like guys at 28, but I'm not digging totally yet for these late round gems, or what are the Lions going to do? How are they going to make those combo meals where they take somebody in the first, second, plus like their comp pick in the third, and make just a delicious combo meal with a little Detroit Koolaid and a side of cornbread, make it a double. I'm not there yet in the draft process, but right now, these are guys I've been hearing, I've been reading, I've been seeing, and these are the names I like. So, Kenny G, Kenneth Grant's on that list. The fourth guy I want to give you in my way too early draft prospects thing for the Lions, a little pod here, a little Kool-Aid packet, is Landon Jackson, kind of a 5-tech edge, move him inside, hustle player. 6'5", 273-ish pounds, senior, like I said, from Arkansas. What I've seen on this guy is that he's just all hustle, all grit, all go, no breaks type of player, and he looks the part of a Detroit Lion. He works like a Detroit Lion. He plays that position we need. Big physical edge, bump him inside on rush downs if you had to. Just a guy that seems to fit, he's like that casting. Him and Hutch, I could just see pairing up on the outsides, just getting after people, not based on bend and twitchiness as much as they're just going to fight you for 4 quarters, and Hutch is going to get his spin moves, and Landon Jackson's going to power rush you, and he's going to get to your quarterback after you thought you had him stopped. He's going to continue to get after it and do his thing. So Landon Jackson is a guy that I like. I need to do some more research on, need to look at it a little bit more, but again, I focus mostly on linemen, both on D and O-line, because I still feel like that's the bloodline of the football team. That's the spot that really keeps your team good for years and years. And the Lions are already good there, but you can continue to make those areas strengths, as well as cover your butt when you have injuries that will bleed into the season, and guys that are here now but aren't going to be here in a year, 2, 3. You plug a rookie cat, he gets a year or so of seasoning, then he competes, and then by the time the other guy's out the door, boom, there's your young cat at 23, 24 years old, ready to roll. So Landon Jackson is kind of that guy that I see if the Lions don't go big in free agency or trades. They keep Z Smith, they keep Aiden Hutchinson, they add Landon Jackson, they add another D lineman later. There's your rotation of guys that are going to just be able to fight, hustle, get numbers, create havoc, and then let the rest of our defense thrive. So Landon Jackson, another guy that I'm excited about. I think Jeff Risdon of Lions Wire had him mocked to the Lions at least once, and that's where he sort of got on my radar. And then as I've had time, I've sort of been like, man, I like his size, man, I like that the way he plays football. I like the build and the makeup of this kid, and that's how you kind of get on the old Oakley radar, and then we start doing some real digging on him. And the fifth guy I have for the short Detroit Koolaid packet, I don't know. This is my guy right now, because I've told you for years and years that guys that absolutely ball out at the Senior Bowl end up being great in the NFL. This guy looks and feels just like my boy, Tank Dell, and that's Tez Johnson out of Oregon. Wide receiver, slot wide receiver, whatever you want to call him, 5'9", only 150-ish, 156-ish, 160 soaking wet pounds. But I'm here to tell you, if you watched any Senior Bowl footage, Tez Johnson could not be covered. There was nobody even in the screen half the time when he was getting the football. He was shaking and baking everyone. He was creating separation. I think I saw one interview where he said he might break the 40 record, so this guy can run. I saw a story about how he got what was it? I think it was by
I get so many headaches every month.
It could be chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more.
Botox onabotulinum toxin A prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine. It's not for those who have 14 or fewer headache days a month. Prescription Botox is injected by your doctor. Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, including ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Why wait? Ask your doctor. Visit BotoxChronicMigraine.com or call 1-800-44-BOTOX to learn more.
You found your person. Now let the Knot help you with everything else. The Knot connects you to the wedding inspo, vendors, venues, and planning tools you need to make your day totally you. Having helped plan 25 million weddings, we've got your back when it comes to every little detail like RSVPs, budgets, and more. Because your wedding comes to life with the connections that matter the most. Get started at theknot.com/audio. The Knot. Let's plan your wedding together.
This President's Day, upgrade the look of your home without breaking your budget. Save up to 50% site-wide on new window treatments at Blinds.com. Blinds.com makes it easy with free virtual consultations on your schedule and samples delivered to your door fast and free. With over 25 million windows covered and a 100% satisfaction guarantee, you can count on Blinds.com to deliver results you'll love. Shop Blinds.com's President's Day mega sale now for up to 50% off site-wide. Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions may apply.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can find options that fit your budget and potentially lower your bills. Try it at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
Look around. You can find cars like these on AutoTrader. Like that car riding your tail. Or if you're tailgating right now, all those cars doubling as kitchens and living rooms are on AutoTrader too. Are you working out and listening to this ad at the same time? Well, multitasking pro, cars like the ones in the gym parking lot are for sale on AutoTrader. New cars, used cars, electric cars, maybe even flying cars. Okay, no flying cars, but as soon as they get invented, they'll be on AutoTrader. Just you wait. AutoTrader.
Oh, I don't want to say this wrong, but I think it was Bo Nix. Isn't it Bo Nix's family that kind of brought Tez Johnson into the fold? And he was kind of in a bad living situation, and then he got with the Nix family, I believe, and they just brought him in as another son, and him and Bo Nix are tight, and they're like brothers. I mean, it's such a great story, and it reminded me that, so Tez Johnson, he's been through the fire. He's come out the other side. Great character, great kid, confident. Somebody that you just look at and you're like, man, this guy is smaller and much thinner than you like. But it doesn't even matter because, like my boy Tank Dell, he just got that shake to him. He just got those routes. He's got that ability to get open deep, where it doesn't matter how big you are because he just makes plays on the football. Now, the counter to that is that Tank Dell has had multiple injuries here early in his career, and you can say, oh, but that's because he's so tiny. Or it could be just bad luck, so that's still a hard one for me. I know a lot of you guys feel safe that, if you get a receiver that's a 200-pounder, he's got the size and the strength and those guys get hurt too. So I know that we can lean on the we don't like how he's so slight, but being slight and being twitchy and being swaggy with your routes is what get these guys open. And I know a lot of you out there are thinking, well, we feel pretty good at receiver. You got Amon-Ra. You've got hashtag JMO Fast. You got let's bring back Tim Betrick. You've got other depth players that we have that have never done anything in this league. It's like I feel like another receiver like this that can play outside but can also just get open on any type of route would be Jared Goff's best friend, just like Saint is. And I could see a guy like Tez Johnson being more productive and being a better pro than everyone's favorite friend and buddy, Jameson Williams, is, for the long haul for this football team. So I'm not against them getting another tight end, another wide receiver type weapon. I think that depending on where they fall and how, I think that could be a very sneaky pick to put the offense over the top. And last time I checked, I think our new O coordinator loves wide receivers, loves coaching them up, and I could probably do a lot of damage with Tez Johnson. And Tez Johnson is a guy that I could see Brad, always open for business, Holmes, rubbing his meat hooks together, just watching, saying, man, this guy is a football player. This guy is just a dynamic offensive skill player, that type of thing, because he's just very productive throughout his college career, but you cannot disregard or discard what he did at the Senior Bowl. I mean, there was a couple times where I was kind of like, you can't do the quadruple whoopsie fake, double reverse, Hunim Schnavitz move. Your quarterback's going to be sacked. But then there were so many other times where he just came up, gave him the old double whoopsie, went to the outside and wide open, and then took it to the house. And I was just like, yeah, that can help a guy like Jared Goff. That can help the Detroit Lions, and that can make a good offense great, or a great offense special, or a special offense elite. So there's my 5 way too early guys that intrigue me. When I'm thinking about Lions fits, I'm thinking about guys I like. I'm still barely just hitting the tip of the iceberg in this whole draft process here in 2025. Give me my boy Gray Zabel. What about Mike Green? How about Kenny G from Michigan? Landon Jackson from Arkansas, and Tez Johnson, wide receiver with swag from Oregon. Everybody, that's what I got. I didn't give it to you off the top, but please drink some of that Detroit Koolaid.
Drink it in, man.
Double-sided cornbread.
Cornbread!
And that's what I got for this Detroit Koolaid packet. Everybody, I'm out.